welcome to Live Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpios, okay? So this is for any placements of Scorpio you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because I know I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. But I might snitch, so be mindful. And yeah, so I use Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. I will also mention when it is important for you to utilize your own intuition. And with that, let's get started. The first card that fell out is the Prince of Summer, pointing towards the right. So cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep the future, I don't know. If you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, it's going to happen. Now, the next card is the Prince of Spring. Two princes. The Lovers, Gemini energy, the Release, Scorpio, Four of Winter, the Six of Spring, the Hermit, which would be Virgo, the Awakening card, which could possibly be Pisces, the Eight of Summer, and the Ten of Autumn, the Sun, and that is it. Actually, I'm guessing I'm getting big readings this week. Okay. Alright, so the Sun, the Five of Spring, the Wheel, the Six of Summer, and the High Priestess. Alright, so first card, pointing towards the right. Like I said, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep the future, I don't know. I don't know the rest. So this is the Prince of Summer, and the Prince of Summer is the Prince of Cups, is the Knight of Cups. This is a romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious individual. It says, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yeah. So what I'm picking up from this, what is it that I'm picking up from this? This could mean that something is going to come quickly, and come quickly, leave quickly, not necessarily fulfill you emotionally, but they will, they'll come in with like giving you the impression that it's going to be a big love, ooh, but it's not. It's going to fizzle out very quickly. With the Prince of Spring right next to it. The Prince of Spring is the Prince of Wands, Knight of Wands, which talks of a charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless individual. It says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Now this could be two different people, or it could be two sides to one person. And seeing as we're talking about water and then we're talking about fire, I have this feeling that this is just humidity. Humidity, so it's going to feel hot, heavy. So I feel like this is hot humidity. And living in Quebec, actually experiencing hot, humid weather, I can tell you that it's very heavy and it's very slow in moving. It might be, what I need to say is that it might come in quick, it might be heavy, and it might be slow to leave until like the cold front comes back in. But until it leaves, it's going to give a slow, drudging feeling, which might not be that long, but seeing as it's hot, humid, and heavy, it might actually give you that impression. Interesting how the weather came into this reading. So I'm getting something along the lines of summer. I know that here in Quebec, we are slowly but surely getting into hot, humid weather. That is mostly happening in July, August, those type of months. But we're getting closer and closer to July, so we're in June now. But I guess we'll see. Next, you have the Lover's card, which is Gemini energy. No. Yes, it is. It's Gemini energy. Now, Gemini talks, the Lovers talks of true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, or return to good health. What does that indicate? I feel like, so during the hot and heavy season, I feel like things being hot and heavy, your health might go slightly awry. I know when it's humid, my muscles start to feel odd. I have a little difficulty running. Now that just might be because of my age or the fact that I was hit by a car at age 19. In any case, whatever the case may be, I feel like your health might be hindered by the hot and humid weather. Okay? Just a bit. So I don't know why it turned to good health. Well, once the hot and humid weather goes away, I feel like you will be able to breathe much more easily. That's what happens usually when it starts to rain and the weather cools down. Then, okay, you have the Release card, which is the Death card in this deck, which is Scorpionic energy. Now, this card talks of let go of the past and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Time to move on. Let go of the past, of your past experiences in love, I'm getting. And move on so that you can attract new things into your reality. Now, the next card is the Four of Winter, which is the Four of Swords in this deck, which talks of set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later, solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. It's basically saying, okay, you let something go, you've ended the old cycle, and now you need to let in the new. And to let in the new, you need to think about what you're letting go, right? Thinking about that. Now, the next card, alright, is the Six of Spring. And the Six of Spring is the Six of Wands, which talks of a publicly recognized success. So once you do go within and you figure out what you need to let go of, you are definitely going to be able to tap into a Six of Wands, aka publicly recognized success, which is great, right? Because this card talks of wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. Yes. Awesome. Now, you might get all this and then some, but in order to be able to deal with this and then some, you are going to have to figure out what you need to change in what you are currently doing or what you did so that you can maintain this good vibration, right? And you do that by getting a mentor who's done it already and who has maintained this, right? So the Hermit card talks of find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Yes. Yes. Figuring out what it is that you actually need to do with someone else's indications. You know, asking for help is only to be commended at some point in time. And I feel like this mentor or mentee, whichever one, you are attracting, alright, into your reality is going to give you a different perspective on what it is that you're currently experiencing. Because the Hanged Man, okay, this is the Awakening card, which is Hanged Man in this deck, the Hanged Man in this deck, which talks of change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. What did I just say? They're going to help you change your perspective. And by doing so, alright, you will have the intuitive nudge to move on with the Eight of Summer, which talks of the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Okay? Because you know that what you're currently doing is not getting you to what you want to get to, and so you're like, I want something else. I want the Ten of Autumn. I want material abundance. So I'm going to leave what I'm doing right now and move towards that, right? Because the Ten of Autumn talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Yep. Now, by doing that, I feel like you'll be able to tap into your Sun card, which is Leo energy, which talks of plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life, being able to learn how to manage and grow your wealth, like grow generational wealth, is going to make you happy. Though I feel like if you don't set it up correctly, it might create some division in the family, right? With the Five of Spring, which talks of opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. You know, some people might, if you don't set it up correctly, I feel like people might think that they should get a bigger cut or whatnot. In either case, the next card, alright, is the Wheel. Now the Wheel talks of delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. Now if you do set up the structure correctly, the first time around you will completely avoid the Five of Spring, and you will be able to move to the Wheel much quickly. Though if you do not set up your structure correctly, you will go through a Five of Spring and then it will take you longer to get to the Wheel. Okay? And so then you have the Six of Summer. Now the Six of Summer talks of children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. Now, if you are experiencing the Five of Spring because you did not listen to the suggestion that I made, I feel like it will bring you back a couple of years. It will bring you back to when you were kids. It will bring you back to how you used to interact with each other about stuff that your parents would give you and whatnot. And listen, I don't know the specifics of every single one of your situations, but take this with a grain of salt, stick it to your situation, and it will basically make some sense later on. Listen to the reading twice if you must, but yeah, sometimes you can't take what I say for face value. You need to interpret it just a tad, right, relative to your situation. Then you have the High Priestess. Now, High Priestess is another possible Piscean card, which talks of trust your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Though I feel like if you did heed my warning about setting up the structure correctly from the get-go, I feel like you will be able to maintain the Sun card's energy throughout and allow you to skip the Five of Spring and get to the Wheel of Fortune much quickly, which will allow you to, in an optimistic way, experience the Six of Summer, which will then ensure that you will be able to trust your intuition at a much quicker pace, right? Because experience creates your how comfortable you feel with something, and the quicker you gain good experience with something, the quicker you become more trustworthy of it, and the quicker you become trustworthy of it, the quicker you can utilize it to your fullest potential. Okay? So, my gorgeous Scorpios, gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!